Good creep life, and welcome to me playing Gauntlet. You already know, PlurMaps. They call me Knaps. I could really care less. But I got some nonsense gameplay for y'all. It was me. I had Brandon Knight, Francisco Garcia, and Shavlik Randolph. And my opponent had Joel Embiid, Chris Paul, actually Amethyst Chris Paul, and Ed Davis. And you already know who won because if I would have lost, I would have never uploaded this. But 40 seconds in, it's tied up, and let's just see how the gameplay goes. I mean, sometimes I mess up, sometimes I don't, but that's just the name of the game. Oh, and yeah, throughout the whole game, they was hoeing Brandon Knight. He wasn't hitting not a shot, but you gonna see. But we won by the trashiest win ever. Well, he hit that, but uh, well, let's talk about it. So I have on my Creep Life uniform that I had made. I wasn't really trying to, you know, simplify or, ooh, I just got blocked. But I wasn't trying to really decorate the uniform, but I was just trying to put, some colors together that would look good. And I backed this man down, and then I passed to Brandon Knight, and he makes it. So, Brandon Knight was hitting some shots. He wasn't hitting some shots, but, you know, that's just the name of the game. But, yeah, so 2K16 offers a lot of things this year. I noticed that defense is actually a how could I say this? Defense is a big part of 2K16 now. Like 2K15, people would just go side to side and be trash. And you see how Brandon Knight just misses open jump shots. But yeah, not every player hits a jump shot now, and not every player gets a dunk, as you just seen. But defense, I like it because now people can't do the trash that they were doing last year, and it actually goes by the stats, I should say, because Stephen Curry isn't hitting every shot, even though they sat there and was on Stephen Curry beef, with this game. But he doesn't hit every shot. LeBron doesn't hit every shot. Kobe doesn't hit every shot. KD doesn't hit every shot. Westbrook doesn't hit every shot. Now I could go on for days about the players that can actually hit shots in 2K15 that can't hit shots in 2K16. But defense, it's really big, and you're gonna see that in this video because this guy tries to do the most, I mean the utmost most with Chris Paul because he's Amethyst. And I just look at that, like, why would he shoot in my face with Chris Paul knowing that Chris Paul can't shoot those type of shots? And the same thing goes for me. Why would I try to lay it up with Brandon Knight knowing that Brandon Knight can't go up against big men, you see? So it goes for me too. I do make mistakes in this video, well, in this game I should say. I do make mistakes, but like I said before, it's just the name of the game, and you see, I pump fake, and then you see I don't get the shot, which is trash. But I mean, hey, what are you gonna do? I do start fooling around at the end of this video, but it's pretty good. Like that, I was fooling around because why would I try to go inside the paint, like that? Rebound. Let me take it down the court. I'm gonna pass to Brandon Knight. I'm gonna pump fake, pass it, and I'm gonna shoot, and I'm gonna score. See, that's the key. That's the playbook for CLG. That's what we do if we're a multiplayer. If we're a three-man team, that is what we do. We run down the court, pump fake, pass it out, and then the man that's out at the three or out at mid-range always gets the shot. But you know, a lot of people don't play like that. A lot of people either want to dunk on somebody or either want to shoot, and I think that's a big problem with the 2K16 community, because a lot of people want to sit there and try to shoot in people's faces like this is 2K15 when this is a totally different game. So all of that nonsense that you were doing in 2K15 is not gonna work. Now right here, I had paused the game to check the rosters, but I had checked them, so I had cut the video so you couldn't check the rosters. But like I said again, you know, I had you know, a good amount of players. You know, I had Brandon Knight, Francisco Garcia, and Shavlik Randolph, which is you know, two big men and a point guard, which isn't that good, but hey, this just goes to show that you can have Chris Paul, Amethyst, and still lose in the gauntlet, you know. And as you seen at the beginning, it said that his whole team had outstatted mine, and I lagged very hard right there. I don't think the video picked it up, but that just goes to show that you can have a bomb squad team like Joel Embiid, Chris Paul, and Ed Davis and still lose. So, you know, Brandon Knight hits the 2 right there. Right here is where I start fooling around, because this wasn't my first game on the gauntlet, but this was basically like my starting to get used to the gauntlet. So right here is like where I start trying to shoot with my big man and try to back them down, and I'm playing off ball because I've found that to be the most effective way to play defense in 2K16. But I don't have to play off ball. I can play on ball and still maintain some defense. But I just chose to play off ball because in the gauntlet, you know, a lot of people like to go side to side. So you know, and especially with this guy, you know, having Chris Paul, he would go side to side all day, every day, you know. So I just chose to play off ball, but I wasn't too unfair. You know, I played with my player, you know, so I kept defense with the player that I was playing off ball with. So I wasn't like, you know, switching just to avoid playing defense altogether. But I feel like I did pretty good, you know. The main player I was playing off ball with was Chris Paul, because you know, 7 minutes in, you can see that this guy is abusing Chris Paul and missing shots when I am you know, taking the ball around and, you know, trying to get open positions and open lanes, and, you know, I'm even shooting with big men, you know, which isn't, you know, normal. But this guy starts to lose. Well, he's been down the whole game, but he starts to come back actually, because I start to basically fool around, I guess I should say, like this. Like, why would I take that? But you know, it went in, but I should have never took that. That was a very, very, very bad shot. But I've been saying this for a long time. Defense is the name of the game. You know, like this shot right here. You know, he's trying to go in the paint. I jump, but then he shoots to the backboard. You know, could I say backboard abuser? But okay, it looks like I have Brandon Knight pass it in the paint. I pass it back to Brandon Knight, and Brandon Knight misses the open jump shot. That's you know, I mean, I kind of like that players don't always make the jump shots, but then Brandon Knight just missed the layup, which you know, he's so-called known for. But come on, 2K, really? Like, he would miss a, you know, open layup like that? I really don't think so. So this guy with Chris Paul is trying to, you know, I left that guy open on purpose actually, because I thought that he was gonna abuse Chris Paul and try to, you know, shoot so I could get the rebound easily. But that was my fault. I should have never left that man open in the paint. So this man tries to go in the paint with Chris Paul and gets blocked. Easy, quick. That's just how I like it. So I think I believe I stick D with the big man right here. He tries to abuse Chris Paul, and it just doesn't work. See, I stick D with the big man. I, you know, get the foul. So we're back at the line, And you know, I try to stick D. He tries to go in the paint, but he makes that shot, which is, I mean, he has to make one, right? I mean, you know, he can't miss all of them. So, do I back this man down? I don't. Oh, this is where I pass it back and forth and get the open man. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I believe I charge into the paint, then pass back to Brandon Knight. Okay, there we go. And I shoot. Yeah, there we go. Nice three-pointer from Brandon Knight. Very nice. He passes it to Chris Paul. Goes down the court. That was a good size up. I can't hate on that size up. But that shot I was mad at, because he should have never made that. If I'm a big man, I'm a jump. You know, if I were a big man in the A, I wouldn't sit there in the paint and let somebody dunk on me. I would at least attempt to dunk on this man. And I just sized this man and mixed him up with Brandon Knight, just to add, and just to add that, you know, I wasn't. How could I say this? I wasn't. You know, I didn't go side to side. Of course I didn't go side to side. Because why would I go side to side? That just doesn't make any sense. If I'm sitting here bashing people that go side to side, why would I go side to side? You know? Oh yeah, this guy gets the ball stolen because he was doing way too much dribbling. Pass the ball down and a nice dunk. There we go. Easy points, you know? 2K16 is not hard to play if you play it right. You know, the gauntlet is fun. You know, you get 2 extra players that, you know, aren't yours. I blocked that alley-oop, and Brandon Knight can't catch the ball. But, you know, I'm putting up, you know, a fair amount of shots, you know, with my big men. I'm not just abusing Brandon Knight. Don't get me wrong, he is the designated shooter. But, you know, why not, you know, shoot with the designated shooter, you know, if you have one. So, and I just got the foul with the dunk. This is where I thought that I would get the ball back, but I didn't, because I started to notice that if you get fouled and then make, you know, the and one, they don't give you the ball back, which is kind of trash, because, you know, you would have got the and one and the ball in real life. But I guess just to limit the overpowered system in 2K already, they just, you know, give the ball to the opponent. Pass the ball to Brandon Knight. This is my last shot. I believe I do a layup for the last shot. I can't quite remember, but I do have some ball movement right now, and you do see a fair amount of ball handling from Brandon Knight for my last shot. See this. Okay, I missed that jump shot. See what I mean when, you know, I'm just fooling around, you know. See, I kind of let him catch up, because I was fooling around. You know, I had the last point, so it was really no biggie of what I do. I was still gonna win, so I kind of do, you know, fool around. You know, I'm passing the ball, having some ball movement, get the easy dunk, open lane. He pauses. I think he's gonna quit for quite a while, but he actually doesn't quit. And surprisingly, I'm just seeing this now. He is from New York. I didn't know that. New York Renegade. I didn't see that before. I didn't know that he was from New York, but this is kind of a big letdown to me, because usually New York players are nice, and just to beat somebody that was sitting here, you know, using Chris Paul like this, you know, abusing Chris Paul, is just telling me that my city is kind of trash, you know, kind of trash. But here's the last point. I'm running the paint. Nice layup by Brandon Knight, and I win. Creep. See y'all later.